My friends, have you thought about your legacy? Have you thought about whether or not you wish to leave a legacy? Or is obscurity and incognito more a good fit for you? I'm Kathy Weaver, and myfinalfootprints.com is my gift to you. It is a printable PDF that asks the question, starts the conversation that nobody wants to discuss, usually. So when I talk with lots of people, and it's just amazing how my circle of friends is changing from a standpoint of the people who are looking for death and bereavement and final wishes and all those things find me, which is pretty cool. And thank you for that. So they call me that death chick, which is interesting on a million levels. But I was actually at the Death Cafe yesterday. The what? Yep, there is such a thing. And so the group is certainly laid back. The facilitator is dynamic. And we were talking about a lot of different pieces to end of life. We had a lot of different professionals on the call. And it was just interesting for me because I actually was watching, observing, listening, that kind of thing. And I thought about legacy versus obscurity, legacy versus incognito. And of course, I'm sure you're saying, why would anybody want to die and be obscure and not have anybody remember them? Hang on a second. Do you remember that coworker that died 10 years ago? Do you remember your neighbor's daughter or son that died last year? Do you remember that coworker, the colleague, the networking partner, whoever that was that died 15 years ago? What was her name again? What was his name again? You see what I mean? It's not an automatic that we will leave a legacy. Okay. So if you choose to leave a legacy, that's great. And if you choose to go home, as I call it, incognito, that's great. So let's think in terms of what you're going to do to accomplish that. Okay. Now, again, with myfinalfootprints.com, it's totally free. So this is not a sales pitch, but you're thinking in terms of writing things down. I'm leaving you my best something. I'm giving you my whatever that looks like. So you're basically handing down, passing down to the next generations pieces of your heart, maybe from a standpoint of, in my case, obviously a book I wrote, a treasured keepsake from the family from long ago. What does that look like? Okay. So let's think again in terms of legacy versus obscurity. Do you have something in your life, in your world, that you feel is a treasured keepsake to pass to the next generation, to anyone remaining behind you? So that would be your legacy. Now, for anyone who doesn't choose to do that, again, that kind of means that you want to just kind of blend and disappear. Once again, everyone makes choices and there's no right or wrong answer. So anyway, when we had this discussion yesterday, I just wanted to ask, to think, to bring up, which one are you thinking? Are you thinking in terms of, please remember me forever and don't ever let my videos die, etc.? Or is it like, turn my channel off, let's get this party over with? Okay. So just, again, something to think about, something that's a conversation starter, something that's going to get the wheels turning as far as final wishes, things like that. And again, there's no right or wrong answer. There were several opinions on this call yesterday, and that really made me think. Incognito, obscure. Do you remember at all the people that have gone before you in your networking circle, in your chamber of commerce, in your company? Do you remember them? Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, she is dead. Huh. And so what does that mean for you? So again, please think about that. It opens up a conversation for you to have with your loved ones and see what they say, you know, see what they say. We talked about cremains, where to spread the ashes. I know it was a happy conversation, but it actually was. And there again is no right or wrong answer. It's always a matter of individual wishes. If there was one right answer and one way to do something, we wouldn't have all these choices. So again, legacy, obscurity, incognito, myfinalfootprints.com is my gift to you. So start the conversation that nobody wants to have and make sure that your loved ones know your wishes, because if they don't know the wishes, who else is going to know them? So don't be afraid to start these conversations. Death Cafe, again, is a website, as a matter of fact. I believe it's national, perhaps international organization. And they found me, which is kind of cool. A friend recommended I attend the meeting. So heck yeah, I did. And I've been to a couple of them now. And it's really cool to see how the conversations come up, because now we actually get to have conversations about the stuff that nobody wants to talk about. So please, again, myfinalfootprints.com, my gift to you. Please see if it actually works to start a conversation with your loved ones. Why do you want to talk about that death stuff? I don't want to talk about it. I just want you to know what I want. Easy peasy. And once it's done, it's done. Thank you, my friends. Once again, I'm Kathy Weaver. I appreciate people calling me that death chick, but okay. But myfinalfootprints.com, again, it's a printable PDF, totally free. Thank you for listening, and let's find out if you want a legacy or if you are happy with obscurity. Bye for now, my friends.